Virgin?
Yes,
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Why haven't you done the deed yet?
The key to a strong society is family. And so, in my view, choosing my future husband is like the most important decision I'll ever make. And I'm somebody that I know my heart, and I know that I fall really hard when I meet somebody. So I want to retain some level of objectivity when I'm selecting a future partner. And I know that if I had sex with them, I would be completely imprinted on them. And instead of being like, okay, is this person, do they have the qualities that I'm looking for in a husband, or am I just making it work instead of like seeing red flags and leaving?
Is there any reason why you're dressed so modestly instead of revealing like most women tend to do when they come out to Miami?
I mean, this is just my personal sense of style. I just think it's respectful to others and to my future partner, and to myself, to just cover myself up more. I know that I, take care of myself. I'm pretty athletic, but I don't need to have that on display.
SilentHeroFilms.com, SilentHeroFilms.com. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. And I was just excited, man, when I heard that interview, man. I'm like, man, how eloquent and how purposeful this young lady was at 21 years old, knowing that everything she does is for the betterment of her future and her last name and her bloodline. Your mind kind of morphs when you got to accept growth, and you got to accept that old sins are not permissible when you're going through that growth, right? And when you have daughters, like I personally am appalled at men. I know she's speaking about women, but about men, about herself, about being a woman, who have daughters and they celebrate drug culture, pimp culture, hustler culture, crack culture, half-naked culture, Cardi B culture, sexy red culture, and then they see their daughters on the weekend and they take pictures with them. They take pictures with their daughter half naked. Insane. I think it's weird when I see fathers take pictures with their half naked daughters. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. Like I'm just saying, and it's so refreshing to hear a young woman in Miami, covered up, still having a good time, put modern women to shame, because everybody want to praise and worship God, but they think there's duality in it. There's no duality in being right. You either right or you're wrong. There's no duality in it. And it's as flawed and as sinful as my mind is, and the sins that I've committed in the past, I'm mindful now, today, October 16th, 2023, I'm very mindful of my role in Kennedy's life, which is my daughter. And I just want y'all to do the same. There are going to be hiccups along the way. I'm advocating for perfection. On your part and my part. Is it unrealistic? You can have perfect moments, and I know that the internet is teaching separation, but we're teaching the wrong type of separation. We're teaching separation based off of skin color, economics, Bloods, Crips, the have and the have-nots. We're not separating from right versus wrong. We're not separating for love of humanity versus hate of humanity. We're separating by Republicans and Democrats. We're separating by you speak English, I speak Spanish. So learn from this woman, as I have. I admire her, man. I admire her, and I want nothing but the best for her. You know, I think more men needs to raise their daughters. You know, it's sad times. And then you hear a message like this and you get rejuvenated. You're like, yes, you know, because everybody wants it, except they want every other woman except their daughter. And that's every other man. So that means every other woman, you know, but shout out to her, man. I just think it's beautiful. I wish her much success, and hopefully you guys draw inspiration from this clip that I posted before, and just remind yourself, as a father, raise your daughters on the right side of humanity. We're not gonna put God into it, because I may shun some of y'all. I may have some of you guys ignore me, but raise them on the right side of humanity. Have them join the humanity group first. Have them join your last name first. Stop negotiating whether you're Republican or Democrat, blood or a Crip, a pimp or a hustler, a Laker fan or a Clipper fan, or Ohio State versus Michigan. All that is just conversation in a barbershop. All right. What needs to be addressed at your dining room table when you're having dinner? What are the 10 commandments? Are we abiding by the 10 commandments of humanity? Thou shalt love thyself. Thou shalt treat everyone with a level of respect as close as it is to perfection. You know, every time I walk outside my door, I am the highest representation of my last name. You know, I'm just making up these commandments, but these are something that we got to abide by. You know, and me, without me not having a father, and you know, and the lack of relationship between my mother and father, I had to learn these things on my own. You know, so it came later, and I'm so hopeful as I'm raising Lincoln alongside Dre. Lincoln and Kennedy, it's beautiful, man. And I know there's millions of parents out there billions now, doing the same thing. And the internet won't publicize it. It won't go viral. That doesn't mean it's not there. You know? So continue to raise your daughters, man, because you will reap the rewards of your fruit 50 years later. You know, and hope to God that you're able to see it. You know, stay healthy, work out, eat in moderation, eat the right things, you know, take care of your health, take care of your spiritual well-being, your financial acceleration, however you want to put it, but it's just beautiful, man. That woman, because I have sinful thoughts just like you. And I'm not here to even pretend. So don't think that Fred is. And I'm just reminded that to keep on raising Kennedy the right way. You know, and we'll win. We'll win. Humanity will win out. You know, don't join these subcultures. These subcultures are not cool. I'm just saying. I mean, they are great subcultures, but these subcultures, don't let them pull you from the two main cultures, your faith and your family. Those are the two main cultures. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about cults. I'm talking about your relationship with your faith, not going to church every Sunday. That's cult-like. Going to church every Sunday, but drinking Sunday night for Sunday night football. So you're a part of a cult. You know, and to go out and fornicate and that was me. I'm not saying I'm immune. I'm not that, but I'm saying the realities of it. Fornicating on Saturday night, praying and asking for forgiveness on Sunday morning, then getting fat with fried chicken, and or getting drunk, drinking for Sunday Night Football, that means you're a part of a cult. It's mind washing you, brainwashing you to believe that all I got to do is ask for forgiveness. I ain't got to live like it, because every Sunday I just go wash my hands. Oh, God, dog. 6 days I can do what I want, but Sunday morning, especially the first Sunday when I eat that cracker and drink that grape juice, oh, I'm rejuvenated, man. Y'all have a great day, man. Peace.